I would like to call upon my higher self, asking for clear guidance in reading today's news. I would like to call upon any ethereal helpers who are aligned with my path to the one Creator. I ask my higher self and these ethereal helpers to guide me in understanding the news of today. It is difficult for me to read the news and still be open to an objective viewpoint. I worry that my opinion will slide in or infiltrate words that you use from my mind's library. Reading this headline about the U.S. taking over the Gaza region seems like a foolish idea. There have to be laws, national and international, that would block this idea. But this former hotel chain owner, who is our president, must think this plan is the only or best plan. What are the chances that our current president has the particular business portfolio to build a chain of hotels throughout this war-torn region? The whole situation seems to be surreal, with no formal precedent from a U.S. president. It's as if Netanyahu and Trump were designing this plan all along. Crazy. Again, I'm trying to be as objective as possible. Can you communicate with me now regarding the event that led up to this idea? You are not in the best situation with the pressing need to get back to work. You have not prepared correctly for this contact. We understand that you are pressed for time, as your metaphor inclinates. Pressed. How funny to think that time could press against you in any exacerbating way. Perhaps you might take some time to read from your books. Study the ones by Nostradamus to find those keywords that you seek. Remember, with a more exacting question, we can begin again? Okay, that sounds like a plan. These mechanics that you use are, as you say, cumbersome. The mechanism that Nostradamus uses is easier to grip, although you don't grip this tool, but tight. I see now that this tool will be much faster, as he dips that quill into ink and cusses while the ink absorbs. Okay, we understand now that you are his, we almost said predecessor, but believe the word is successor. You have asked to report the news, or have you asked us to interpret the news from your space-time? We are here. Have you prepared your question? I was going to read the books, but I felt your presence after I stood up from meditation tonight. I wanted to be ready for what you want to share. You were thinking of the conversation you just had with the channel who worked with you while you conversed with Nostradamus 2 years ago. Is that right? Yes. I would like to talk to you about any part of that conversation that I had with her just a few minutes ago. We wanted to highlight Michel's relationship with you, the seers. We want to highlight Michel's humanity. Both of these pieces of information might help humans, a handful or hundreds, to have hope when aliens come. Yes, I couldn't find the right word. You call us EIs, meaning ethereal intelligence, so that will do. I think that humans are expecting to see physical intelligences that are not of this planet. But we know from the session and from your own library of records that aliens are on and within the earth, you have been told, and other humans share this information. Even your government come forward and stated as much. Yes, but humans as a whole are funny in that we have to see to believe, or we have to sense to believe. Why do you have to determine who is speaking? All information is coming through you. this seems to be an issue for you, and that mechanism that are using to speak with us. I need to record our conversation as we go, or I will not remember what you said. If you might continue with the thought about aliens or non-humans who live on and within the earth, I will simply take dictation. You were going to say that aliens not of the earth might have been on the earth before the humans as you know them. Yes, many types of humanoids and non-humanoid entities have enjoyed this beautiful planet. They have grown or evolved as he has evolved. From your own past life regression as a non-physical entity, you saw a planet that looked much like Jupiter, being covered in rich colors or energies that gave rise to oceans and then gave rise to flora. This is how Earth has evolved over the millennium. I am not sure that your library has a word for that kind of epic. Never the worry. It seems that you want to talk about what is happening on the current Earth and with the current humanoids. Yes. As you asked during meditation, who might speak and what level of information might be shared. You have quite a few helpers who would like to come forward. I see that your higher self ushered a worm out of your energy field. That was nice of her, him. Actually, I didn't see a worm in my mind's eye, but I did see a snake, and the snake turned into the head of Sekhmet, an Egyptian goddess. Would you like to continue this conversation about the worm, or would you like to talk about the events of this world? Events of this world, for the record. The answer is so simple that it seems silly. Silly. What a fun frequency goes with that word. From you. The word that describes current events in the world is change. As the earth turns, change comes. It's more than that. It's scary and unsettling change. People in power seem to be off the rocker. This is not so unordinary. Without a proper, or at least pointed question, we cannot continue. We cannot offer much to you about events. Is there anything that humans can do? I mean, the regular humans that have no means to make a true difference in politics or with government policy. It seems that a dozen or a dozen men, mostly men, will make decisions for all of our lives and for this planet. We are at their mercy. How is this fair? Is that your question? Yes. You know the answer. The answer is always love. At least, if not love, show compassion. If the ordinary, standard, regular humanoid feels compassion, that person wants to live. To live, one wants to love. And to love, one will not easily accept hate. I'm kind of taken aback with your answer. It seems so easy. It's like a baton relay. I show compassion. A person feels some semblance of my passion and then carries it until possibly sharing or accepting love. I can see that go around the world, but it is tough to find the love button and activate or emanate love. And it's more difficult to do that when love and compassion are nowhere to be found. And you know the answer. You have these energies in the words that are within your mind's library. Activate the word in your third eye, and the emotion will follow. It will rise into your heart, and the energies will be available to share. You can draw from your experiences during this lifetime or any lifetime. All of your records are available. And there's always imagination. You have the power through imagination to create love and compassion. Yes, imagination sometimes gets a bad rap on Earth. It's a beautiful asset in the mind's library. like jumping into a body of water that is set at the most adaptable temperature. I thank you for these thoughts, and I will meditate on them.